All right, so we are live here on the Fabulous Entrepreneurs Group, also on my YouTube channel. And today I have an incredible guest, Alex Robinson. He's a master at content to, in creating content. He's partnered with Trevor, which is also his partner, yeah, and he helps creators craft and launch their own online business, leveraging TikTok. So, welcome, Alex, to the show. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Fabio. Pleasure to be here, man.
Awesome. Could you tell a little bit my audience about you?
Yeah, so I've been creating content on TikTok for a little over 2 years now. I started off as an affiliate marketer, selling different products, courses, and softwares. And from that time, I was doing all the selling through TikTok. So creating content every single day. There was a point in time where I was creating about like 6 pieces of content every day. So I was grinding, doing that all the while also going to college and also having a job as well. But I knew from the very beginning, if I can get this stuff rolling, I can grab some traction leveraging TikTok, I could really, put myself in a better financial position. So I was doing that for some time, had a lot of success, but then I started to realize that I had more to offer to those people following me and to the people that looked up to me, right? Because during this year or two of posting on TikTok, people really started to build a connection with what I was saying and what I was posting. So I realized a lot of people were coming to me for help and they needed, different techniques and software strategies and stuff like that to kind of grow their business. So then I realized that I can do a lot more, right? If I offer my own services, right? I want to remove the middleman and start working with these people directly. Now, during this time of TikTok back in 2020, 2021, I had made some good connections, and that's where I met Trevor Gundrum, who happens to be my business partner now. We were both pretty young and just trying to grow an online business, and then we realized if we paired our skill sets together, we can go, a lot faster. So I would say about September of last year, we came together and formed the Digital Business Accelerator. It's an online business that we run, a consulting agency designed specifically to help creators and coaches land more leads leveraging TikTok. Generating leads using TikTok organic can be a little difficult, but it's something that we've been able to master over the last year or so. So now this is what we teach people. And the journey has been pretty fun. And, this is kind of where we see a lot of people, growing their businesses is on the platform of TikTok.
Wow, that's incredible. And now you and Trevor, you guys are doing multiple five figures now, which is incredible. Well, I know I've been following you for a little bit, and I've noticed you've done really well. So you were doing affiliate marketing, and then you
Mhm.
went and you decided to do this, and wow, you're really growing really fast. I myself can witness, and um, so. Uh, how do you turn regular followers into high paying clients?
Love that. Love that. That's my mission statement right there. I love that question. So, it's a process, right? Because back in the day on TikTok, it was as simple as saying, "Hey guys, check the link in my bio for more." People would click and buy whatever you're selling. Those days are kind of gone now, right? There are going to be a handful of people that find success doing this, but for the most part, for the majority of us, we need to formulate a different strategy. So, to kind of break it down, it starts off with creating content directly targeted to the pain points of your target audience. So if I'm a fitness coach that helps people lose weight, I'm gonna create content around that, right? Tips and strategies to help people lose weight for the proof that I'm here to help you. And more importantly, to build that connection, right? You want to attract the right people and you want to attract them by leading in with the pain points that they're struggling with. So I would spend some time creating content with no need to sell anything, right? Create the content, be as genuine and authentic as possible, and the people are going to start coming to you. From there, once you start to build up somewhat of a substantial following, and again, you don't need thousands of followers, but you start to get a good amount of comments in your videos and such. From there, that's when you start leveraging your followers to start crafting an offer, or start to nurture those people. So people, generally speaking, if they have an issue, they're going to leave a comment, right? So look at your comment section, get in DMs with these people and start to see what issues that they're really struggling with. And from there, you want to start creating a community. A lot of people don't understand the importance of having some type of Facebook group community, because this is where people are going to consume your longer form content. Keep in mind, on TikTok, your average follower only see about 1 out of every 6 of your videos. So they're not seeing all your videos and you're not in front of them as much as you may think. So by having them in a Facebook group on an email list, you're going to be able to capture those people inside of your community. And also, whenever you need to make a post, they're going to get it right away. So providing that additional value, providing that information to them consistently is going to show and position yourself as the expert in the industry. And people, when they have a problem, they're going to want to pay to get that problem solved. So it comes down to proper Facebook lead nurture, uh, DM follow ups, right? People want to feel like they're being heard, their issues are being voiced, and you can hear them. So getting in conversations with these people, and even offering free trainings, free strategy sessions. We do this all the time. We send a lot of free videos out to our prospects because we want them to know that our main goal is to help you solve your problem, and we have your best interest at mind. And there's no better way than providing amazing value and free information. So that is the process we walk them through. And we've been able to shorten their sales cycle because it is just nonstop trainings, nonstop value. People are just like, all right, these guys, they're amazing. Let's just give them our money. And that's kind of the process that we follow suit. And this is how you can really sell on TikTok these days.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, absolutely. And so, in terms of creating content, you're really good at this. And like, do you batch your content? How like how do you go about that?
Love
Because
that
it's so
question.
quality. That quality is there. I can.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Fabio. Yeah, so I do a couple of things as far as content strategy goes. Now, when you're first starting on TikTok, I always recommend people to just post content. Take imperfect action, as I like to say. Don't really worry too much about the quality of your content. Just get enough content out there so you can start to see what people like. From there, once you start to see what people like, make more of it, right? If you realize a certain type of video of yours is performing better than the others, then that's what people are enjoying. So you want to make more of that. From there, after I post a lot of videos, I start to see what people like. I'll scale back how many videos I'm posting and just post the ones that people enjoy the most. And then from there, I spend time batch recording. And I now post about twice a day now because I've already figured out what people want to see. So I don't need to overdo it with posting 5, 6 times a day. I post 2 times a day. I try to batch record on a specific day. I like to do Saturday mornings. When I wake up fresh in the morning, my mind is running with ideas. And throughout the week, I'm always writing ideas down. If I think of something, if I'm doing something in my business, I write it down because that's a great content strategy that I can post and make a video about. So when it comes time for me to record, I have a list of ideas. I try to knock out as much as possible. And the way I keep my quality high is that I'm pretty authentic in my content and try to really speak to people's pain points. People really resonate with that. And that's why TikTok is so different than these other platforms because they crave for the authenticity.
Absolutely. And that's one thing that I see on your content, especially on TikTok, is people actually engage, they comment. And that's a very important thing. Because, for instance, even myself having a big TikTok following, now I have two accounts, but having one with a lot of followers, but they're not engaging, then it's like they're not engaging. It's like they're not going to engage and click on things and go into your Facebook group maybe. And but I like when you said that's interesting. You talk about how you do content based on what people like and how you build
Mhm.
your offer around like the pain points and everything. Could you touch more on that? How do you attract your ideal client? Like in the beginning, so
Mhm.
is it through calls? How do you get to know the what people want? Is it through the calls or how you go about that?
Love that. So there's a couple of things, right? The first things first, a lot of the people that we have in our business at one point or another, we were them, right? We were in those shoes. So we try to look, Trevor and I, we try to look and see what were some of the common issues we faced to get to where we are now. Right. So that is the first thing. The second thing is I try to, get in as many conversations with people as possible. We send out a lot of DMs every day. And we do this without the initial intent of selling right away, but to get market feedback. People are going to tell you what their issues are if you just ask, right? The power of asking is crazy because the difference between a successful business owner and someone that isn't is the one that's asking all the questions. So we're asking the questions, we're getting DMs with people, and we also get some feedback on discovery calls or even sales calls. When we get on call with people and they voice their opinions, they're a lot more vocal when they get on the phone with us, or on Zoom calls with us. So we're hearing what they're struggling with. They're telling us like, I've been doing this, I've done this, and this hasn't worked. And from there, we get a lot of our content ideas from. A lot of our content ideas, Fabio, if I'm being honest with you, comes from the complaints we've heard in the DMs on the Zoom calls, and even from our own personal experiences in the past. We've made tons of mistakes to get to where we are now, and the thing is, you always want to take imperfect action, right? There's no such thing as a perfect time. Just go out there and make the mistake and learn, and from there you can help other people avoid those mistakes. So that's kind of how we progressed fast, and more importantly, how we target the right audience members.
Wow, that's a lot of golden nuggets over there. Wow, it's pretty cool. Absolutely. What else? In terms of so now you guys have virtual assistants, and
Mhm.
could you, a lot of people look at sending messages, outbound messaging to your to people, they look at being spam, but yet you're having massive, and I know, well, even Brad and our mentor and everything, having massive results with this. And even I myself, I'm trying, having some great results
Mhm.
and, growing. What would you say to the people that think that this is like it's spamming? Like, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I love that. So there's two ways to look at this, right? There's the positive, negative, and the good and the bad. So of course, if you're sending spamming out outbound messaging and the messaging is terrible, you're just hitting anyone that comes your way, you don't have a good service to offer, and you sound money hungry, of course outbound messaging is terrible. But if you did the way we do it, whereas we're not just messaging anyone, we're targeting specifically people we believe we can identify as having an issue we can solve. Right. I'm not going to have a virtual assistant send a message to someone unless I know we can help them. And of course, there are going to be a couple people that fall down the crack and nothing is 100%. But we've trained our VAs to know who to go to, right? Address their profiles, look at the common face value issues they might be having. And we say to them, hey, this is a target lead of ours. Message that individual, but don't go around messaging everyone because our product isn't for everyone. From there, our messaging and the actual conversations we have our VA sending, it's very similar to what we would have said ourselves. The only difference between a VA and us is we're our VA is going to be able to send out way more messages if we have multiple VAs. That's going to allow us to buy our time back as a CEO and focus on other things like fulfillment. But the way we do outbound messaging and the messages we send, it's catered specifically to make it a no-brainer for the person to get on call with us or even have a conversation. We don't come right away trying to sell something. Instead, we come right away trying to give free value, complete free value away. And we'll let our case studies, our video trainings, and the conversations we have, we'll let that be the selling indicator if you want to invest in our services. We won't tell you, hey, we have an amazing service, you should buy it. We'll give you the resources from our community and let that be the indicator. But the thing about outbound messaging, which people don't understand, is outbound messaging is no different than running paid advertisement, right? It's no different than scrolling through your Instagram feed and some guy randomly pops up on your feed and it says ad in the top right corner and it's like, hey, would you like to buy this supplement, or hey, would you like this? It's the same thing. It's the only difference is we're not paying per cost or click or anything like that. We just have someone out there reaching out. And then the last kind of point I'll close on here with this is, if you know you have a product or service that can genuinely help people and you have the case studies to back it up, you should be going out there letting people know, right? If you had the cure to an illness or a disease, you better be going out there blasting messages to people that could use that, right? That's the way we look at it in our product. We know anyone that comes in our space that is a good fit would benefit and they'll leave with more than they invested in. So that's the way we look at it, and we make sure that, hey, we don't even sell our services in DMs. We sell the idea of, hey, let's get on a call and let me send you some free trainings. You tell me if this is worth investing in, and that's how we do our outbound messaging.
Yeah, absolutely love it. And then yeah, and then people start working with you and you get them results. Actually, I'm looking at here at your Instagram, and I'm seeing a couple of your clients' results. Like one of them
Mm.
here in 2 weeks, this 10K.
Right.
Right,
Right.
your last video. So
Yeah.
yeah, that read amazing, and I'm seeing, yeah, so many results. That's really awesome, man. You're actually helping people get results. That should feel really, really well, really awesome for you, huh?
When we got our first case study for this offer, it was our $10,000 in 2 weeks client, right? When we got that, it's one thing to make $10,000 for yourself, but to help someone else do it, it was just mind blowing. And I'm being totally honest with you, Fabio, you can never predict something that amazing, right? 10K in 2 weeks, that's a lot of hard work put it into a short time frame. But what we do is we sell ourselves on the vision and we sell like our prospects on the vision. Like, yo, if we do everything we can possibly do, um, we're gonna be able to have amazing results. And that's kind of what we live by. Like, let's go grind for the next 30 to 60 days and watch how your life is gonna flip upside down. So yeah, it's a very amazing experience. And every time a client of ours has a win, they got their first client, they grew 10,000 followers. We always ask them to share it because that just feeds into the community, and we're really trying to build that community within our private mastermind.
Wow, really amazing. And like I've seen your stuff, and it's you like, people don't need a big following to have something like this work
Mhm.
well, because like you said, there's so many touch points, so many, like, people don't fall into the cracks. You're following up, and you're really digging into people's problems, and I find that sales calls, you really dig into people's problems.
Mhm.
So and you do sales calls, of course.
Mhm.
Like, for you, what are some things that have been real working for you in terms of sales calls?
Yeah, so what we try to do, first things first, no one gets on call with us anymore unless they've watched all the free trainings we send them. That is the seven
Oh,
hour rule.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
this is 7 hour rule. We've made it so it's like, hey, if you aren't able to watch all these videos before getting on call, please reschedule. We don't want to waste anyone's time. We don't want them getting on call blindsided, not familiar with what we do or what we have to offer. So we say, hey, please watch all the trainings. If you don't, reschedule for another time until you watch all the trainings. So most of the people that get on call with us, they have already seen 2, 3 trainings. They've been in our Facebook group. They've seen us on TikTok. They see our videos. They know us very well. So a sales call really for us is navigated a lot easier, and we're able to close at a much higher rate just because of that one thing right there.
Wow.
Furthermore, when we do get on calls with prospects, we let them do all the talking. Right? We let them voice their opinions. This is, during that time we're taking notes. This is good content ideas. This is good like things for our program so we can improve. And we let them talk and air out their frustrations. And from there, we provide just quick solutions and show them that there's a way for that solution to be fixed in a much easier way. Right. Because a lot of people come and say, hey, I've been trying the latest trends and hashtags XYZ. And I ask them, like, what if you don't need to do that, right? What if there's a way for you to actually accomplish what you need to accomplish without following all these fake metrics that we are told that we need to do? And people are always like stunned and shocked. What is the way, Alex? And briefly explain to them the processes, and from there, the close is a lot easier. So that system right there has been really working for us as far as sales calls.
Wow, amazing. Right. Awesome. Those are really good tips. Um so yeah, but because when they watch more of your content, like,
Hmm.
they see you as a more valuable person, and they can actually see what you give.
Hmm.
Even, yeah, definitely. So they must watch those videos before the call. That's
Yeah.
that's clever, man.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
that does the selling for us. Like I said, it does the selling for us. We get on the calls, we answer a couple of questions, build that trust. Because the trust is the biggest thing, right? Trust and value. People need to feel like whatever they're investing in, you're providing so much more than what the price is. So if I say I have $1,000 offer here, people got to feel like it's worth $5,000. If I'm gonna give $1,000 away, I better get $5,000, 5x my return. So that's how we try to do that. And if we're providing so much value before they even get on the call, it's just like it's a no-brainer. I got to work with these guys.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. We got a comment here. Alex, are you tracking that they actual watch the training, or just going by what they say?
Love that question. So initially, when we implemented this system, we were just going off of what they said. Hey, XYZ, did you check out the training? And a lot of times people are honest with us and frank. They just say, hey, no, I didn't watch the training. And from that point on, that would kind of ruin the sales call and the vibe, because this is like, what the heck? But now what we do is we use a different campaign. We use Active Campaign. We can see when someone clicks a link in Active Campaign, and when we ask people, it's all trackable, right? We know exactly who's getting on the call. We use Go High Level. Fabio, I don't know if you're still using Pipedrive, but we use Go High Level for our CRM system, so we can see every step of the way. We also do 24-hour call follow-ups, and use text message reminders. So forgot to mention this. We don't just send 3 emails or 4 emails or whatever. We actually have our VA. We have them send an automatic message. We send them the reviews page with a bunch of free trainings, and then we do 24-hour call confirmation, because an issue we were facing was a lot of no-shows. People that would schedule the call, the day of the call would occur, and then we're just sitting there in the room waiting, and they don't show up. So now we have our VA doing 24-hour call confirmations, where she'll reach out and say, hey, it's Angie again from DBA LLC. We wanted to reach out and see if tomorrow's still a good time for your call with Alex or with Trevor. And that has skyrocketed our show up rates. But yeah, we use Active Campaign to track all these things.
Oh wow, that's wow. Okay, that's amazing, man. That's really cool. And so you've changed. I noticed back in the day you used to use Builderall.
Mhm.
You stopped using Builderall or what?
Oh yeah, I stopped using Builderall years ago. Feels like ClickFunnels all the way. I'm a ClickFunnels guy. It's just you pay for what you get when it comes to software in my eyes, and $97 a month for what ClickFunnels has been able to do for us is just, I think that's a fair price.
Yeah, but you also touch on Active Campaign.
Hmm.
You were using Mail Boss before.
I was using Mailing Boss. I then went to Aweber. Then I went to GetResponse, and now I'm on Active Campaign. So I've been there. And as far as funnel buildings, I've tested out System.io. I actually got a brand deal with them one time to make a YouTube video. I was, as you know, I was on Builderall, and now I'm on ClickFunnels. For CRM stuff, Fabio is on Pipedrive. Now I'm on Active Campaign. So as you level up in your business, you're gonna invest in higher software, and that's totally fine with me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And from Active Campaign, do you see good open rates there?
Oh yeah, Active Campaign is beautiful. It's also a CRM too as well. So if we wanted another pipe drive or something like that with Active Campaign, we can use that. But the rates are pretty good right now. We're only using emails for our Facebook group and for people that get on call with us. A lot of our messaging comes down to text message now. We think that's just more prevalent, and people are more responsive to that. But when we do want to send out some emails, the rates are pretty solid as well.
Awesome. Good to hear. Just going back to what you said about you make sure that you want people you tell people to watch like most of your like the videos that are there before like when they book the call, you tell them on video, right? Is that how you do it?
Yeah, so after someone submits a call on Calendly, the 10th question, which is the last question, will say, hey, after you submit this form, you'll be redirected to a 15-minute video that is required to watch prior to getting on call with myself or Trevor. Do you agree to watch this? Yes or no? If anyone ever clicks no, we just cancel the call. But 99.9%, actually, I think 100% of people have all said yes. And the moment they hit submit, they're going to be redirected to a thank you page that we made on ClickFunnels, and there has a video. It also has a link to our Facebook group, case study page, and like a snippet of a coaching call. And on that 15-minute video, it's both Trevor and myself. I come in the first half of the video. Trevor comes in the second half. The first half, I'm telling people the importance of this call. This is a business call. Come into the mindset that you're probably going to need to make a financial decisions. Be aware that this, if we see that you're a good fit for what we have to offer, we're going to pitch you our services. So that way people don't get on call and they're just like, yo, I didn't realize that you're offering me services. I thought this was a free strategy call. I didn't know that you're going to offer me this, that, and the third. We don't want people to be blindsided. Right. So we let them know, look, this is a free call, but be mindful that I'm helping you with the roadmap. And if I see you're a good fit, we're going to pitch you our services. If you say no, that's fine. We can go our way, join our Facebook group. But if you do want to invest, just be mentally prepared for that. We also tell people, if you need to make a financial decisions, make sure you bring that business partner or spouse with you. Or if they can't make the call, send them the trainings. When we're sending you the trainings, make sure they watch it as well. Because a lot of people, their objections are, well, I got to go, when we pitch our price, it's like, well, I got to talk to my wife about it, my husband about it, my business partner about it. I got to go on and, can we reschedule another call? we see these objections all the time. So to combat that, on that thank you page, we address all the common objections. Oh, well, I need some time to think about it, or I got to talk to my wife about it, or you know, I don't know if I have the time for this. We address all these things, and we make it clear and abundantly clear to people before even stepping foot on that call. This is a business call. You expect to make some type of financial decision. If you're already invested in 3 other programs and you don't have any money at all, don't even bother taking the call. With all due respect, feel free to join a Facebook group where we have free trainings. That's where you'll get your free value from. So our percentages have gone up. The people that we're talking to, the quality of our leads have gone up, and we're just not wasting time anymore. We try to get about 20, 30, 40 book calls a week. If we're getting this many calls, we don't have time to waste with people. So
Amazing. Wow, man. You dropped so much value. It's crazy, man. If people can watch this again, it's so much value there. And uh yeah, Alex, it's incredible. The value just dropped. And I think from what I see and what I see on successful people is, and I see it in you as well, and in your partner as well, is you guys go into the detail. You go deep,
mhm,
and that's very important, I believe, because if you don't go to the detail, then it's like people are falling, things are not like you're saying, the objections, if you can overcome these objections even before they get on the call, it makes it much easier for them to close. And yeah, you guys really go deep, and which is amazing. Yeah, it's a good thing to point out, because most people, they normally just they go through trainings and they think it's just just watch a video, they take action, but it's not. You need more than that. It's required to go more deep and understand really, also the concepts and why we're doing this, and not just uh, doing
right.
it without knowing why. If that makes sense.
I love that you say that, because I forgot to mention, it's a 15-minute video. I break down the importance of the call, what the expectation is. But on the latter half, what Trevor does is he builds anticipation for the call. So when you're doing outbounding, right, and you're trying to offer people a free strategy call that subsequently is a sales call, what people might do is get on the call and it might feel like a chore. They might not be up to it. They might be busy. They're just trying to get a little value and go. What we're trying to do to improve our close rate is build anticipation. So on the latter half of that same thank you video, Trevor will come in and I'll simply say, hey, all right, now that we got that out the way, I would like to pass it on over to Trevor. He's going to show you how we were able to do XYZ. So in this case, he's going to show you how we were able to generate high paying leads on autopilot and have a $30,000-$40,000 cash collected month, right? Using the same sales process here that we're going to show you. And on that, we go over some case studies. We go over how this same exact process has led to our clients hitting $10,000 in 2 weeks. Another client of ours hitting $12,000 in 5 weeks, right? Another client of ours with only 1,000 followers hitting 7 clients. This is the same formula. So we build that anticipation and we say, if you want the training on how to implement this into your business, check your emails before getting on the call, because we're going to be sending you this formula in our emails. We're going to walk you through our entire sales process step by step so you can acquire leads without having a big following on TikTok. So that way, what ends up happening is not only are people like, they understand what's happening, the expectation, but they're happy, they're excited. They're like, holy shit, I have to get on call with this guy, because they're showing us all this stuff and they're giving this training. They build the anticipation, the excitement. If Fabio, I tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like if I tell you, Fabio, I have a formula that's going to allow you to make $1 million in the next 60 days. Let's hop on a call. You're going to be excited about that. I'm going to show you the training, right? So that's what we try to do, is build anticipation, right? Get anticipation, because you want people, especially with free outbounding, you want people to get excited to get on call with you. We had a few people in the past that were just like, pushing their weight around. They weren't really excited. They just got on call because they thought it would be a cool little 20-minute conversation, get some strategy, move on. But now people are like, yo, Alex, I'm excited. We had people text us like, yo, I can't wait for a call. It can Friday come any sooner? So not only do you want to set the expectation with that redirect video, you also want to build anticipation. Expectation, anticipation. Those two things go hand in hand, and that's how you can pump people up before a call and get them ready to get their wallets out, ready to go.
Wow. Oh, that was some good stuff right there, my friend. Well, thank you so much, Alex. That
Yeah.
was absolutely incredible. We have a comment here. Please feature this live recording in your group. Yeah, this is in the group. Value bombs everywhere. Absolutely. Alexis, man, so much stuff you dropped. That to the call, it's just 30 minutes. I wish I could go longer with you, but some other time we'll maybe do some other time. I want to share with people here real quick. Your I'm going to share here your where people can get in touch with you here your in your Instagram,
I
right?
actually just started a new one. This one's called Coach.AlexRob. That's a new one I'm going to grow as well. You can actually get in contact with me a lot faster there. .AlexRob. ROB. Yep, there I am. Yeah, go ahead
All
and give
right,
me a
that's a
follow
new
there.
one.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, and by the way, Alex, he starts a new one like nothing because, again, you don't need a lot of people
Uh-huh.
to convert them into customers when done right.
Right.
Wow, like yeah, so you guys can check him out right here. He also has a huge YouTube channel. It's called Coach Alex Rob as
Mm-hmm.
well. Uh, yeah, and yeah, thank you so much. Anywhere where people can find you, Facebook as well, right?
Yep.
Let me
Facebook,
pop in here.
TikTok.
Yeah, here we go. Here it is. You guys can find him here on Facebook. He's an absolute legend. Is really good. I highly recommend you guys hop on with him if you want to grow your business, launch your, sell your expertise as well, right? You help
Yes.
people sell what they know, right? And
Absolutely.
yeah, so you can find Alex over there. Yeah, awesome, Alex. I want to thank you so much for all the knowledge you've dropped. It was really amazing having you here. Very happy about this live. I will myself will watch this again because so much golden nuggets here to apply in my business too. So thank you so much, Alex. It was a pleasure having you, and looking forward to maybe to have you next time, another time here.
Thank you, Fabio. Thanks for having me, and take care, guys.
Yeah.